Hey boys and girls, welcome back to New Stuff TV, the untechnical tech channel. I'm your host, Antoine. Why are you all up in my face, Richardson? Because today, I want to show you my t-shirt. I am the best giant schnauzer dad ever in life because my co-host here is Raylan, the giant schnauzer. He's actually still kind of a baby. He's 3 years old at 107 pounds of fat neck on a dog. Dude, that's a lot of fattiness. Look at all that fat. All right, hey, I'm gonna try to do this video as fast as possible, but I'm gonna be interrupted several times, most likely, by the puppy here. Either way, we gotta get it done. I'm gonna tell you around about 12 tips and tricks on your new Sony Bravia 7 TV. Now, I say Bravia 7 because that's what I'm using, but this should work on most, if not all, of the newer model Bravia TVs. Starting off with this first tip, got your handy dandy remote here, which all of you get included in the box. It has a power button, but you might not know that you don't need to use that power button to turn this on. And why would you want to do that? Well, the power button turns it on, but it directs it directly to the home screen when you turn it on. Let's say you want to go directly to Netflix or Amazon Prime or YouTube. You can actually press one of these shortcut buttons here. So what I'm going to do here is actually just let's go to Netflix, man. So I'm going to just press the Netflix button on here. Boom. And the TV turns on. You can see the white LED right there. Boom, it's already on Netflix. Is it just there? Then I can just pick whatever I want to watch. So that's pretty cool, right? So you would do that just in case you know what you want to watch is going to be on one of these 6 shortcut buttons like Disney Plus. Boom, I am there. Sometimes, rare occasion, but sometimes your TV might stutter a little bit. The processors in these things are excellent. So this might not happen if at all, but in case you need to kind of clean things up and get it running smooth again, when you turn your TV off, it's usually in a standby mode. And that's why it just turns off, then it turns back on so quickly. But if you want to, you can kind of reset things by doing this. You hold that power button down for like a second, release it, and you'll get this menu here. You can cancel your action or you can restart it. So you can do a full restart. And as I talk to you, you'll notice that when it comes back on, it's not just going to come on to the Google TV home screen. It's actually going to come on. It's going to say Sony across there for about 60 seconds or so, maybe 30, I don't know. Then you'll see your Google TV logo, and then it'll go into your home screen because that means it's actually doing a soft reset for itself, kind of cleaning up the background processes and stuff. And that way you can actually move your TV and everything operates smoothly. So as we wait on this to just kind of populate, I'm going to sit down while Raylan's over there resting, not bothering me, and I'm gonna look at my notes because I want to be prepared for what I'm about to tell you next as far as clearing the cache, all right? Now, that's more, it's kind of like restarting, right? Without restarting. So once this thing boots up, which it is almost there, all right, we're gonna hit the little gear. Let's hit the little gear on the remote, or you can go up to the top right-hand menu button right there. I'm gonna hit the gear, actually. And then I will go into, oh yeah, settings. How about that? That's what we're here for, right? Settings. So what we got to do is, in order to clear that cache, and you want to clear the cache because you want things to run smoothly. A lot of background processes and stuff, you need to clean them up so your TV can perform at optimal speed and functionality. So we're going to go into System, and then we're going to right click. We're going to go into Storage. Click that. Then we're going to go into, to the right, click right, and then we're going to go into Cached Data. You see here, I already cleaned it once before, so it doesn't really need to be cleaned, but you can hit OK. I'm going to hit Cancel. You clean up your cache. Then your TV apps and stuff should be running super duper smooth. This is super cool. If you are on the home screen, all right, let me make sure I'm home, right? If you press the back button from the home screen, you get into what's called Living Decor or your screensaver mode, right? So I have mine set to be different things per blocks of hours on my TV. And right now I've got Living Decor. And I like this because it's not trying to be a frame, right? Or simulate like a canvas painting or anything like that. What it is it's a TV, and when your TV's on, it's beautiful. When it's off, it's just a big black rectangular void. Now you just have beautiful artwork. And in some of the instances, you can also have like photos from actual Sony photographers, and it'll tell you what lens they use, what camera they use, and even some of the settings that they've used. And you just see beautiful landscapes and all kinds of stuff, man. Dig into those settings to see how that works, because that is a super clutch feature, because right now I'm gonna get into how you can actually use this as a tool just to welcome you into your home or your room. So let's go into, let's go down into, oh, I gotta go to settings first. So the quick settings button is the button that is just beneath the power button on the top right-hand side. We'll go into timer. Every TV has a sleep timer, which is just fine. It'll turn your TV off after you've been watching it too long. But we're gonna go into actual timer. Let's go into that right there. And you'll see here, every day at 5:30 p.m., living decor. What does that mean to you guys? Well, if I go into edit, you'll see what I did here. At 5:30 every day, it says repeat every day. Input, you can set it on any input you want to. I selected living decor so I can see these beautiful photos. TV volume should be on 0. I could have swore I changed that earlier, Wilson, didn't I?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I did. All right, let's put that at 0. Isn't that changing? What's the deal with this? Let me see.
Center button, maybe.
Maybe I need to. There we go. Okay. I want it to stay on for an hour and only activate when the TV is off, because if it's on and I'm watching it, then it'll do weird stuff. So what this is going to do is every day at 5:30, let's say I get off work at 5. I'm home by 5:40, right? At 5:30, the TV will come on to living decor. And when I walk into the room, the TV is welcoming me with these beautiful landscape photos and all kinds of stuff. Is that not cool, Wilson? Your TV says, welcome home, Big Daddy. Sit on the couch and watch me, baby. I think it's a cool feature that your TV can come on at a specific time every day. And you can even set what input you want. So that's something you might want to play around with, especially when you start delving into those living decor settings. Now, I want to get into this, this little wrench right here. So if I hit that little wrench beneath the power button, that is your like quick settings menu. You get a whole bunch of them. These are like all toggled on by default from Sony. I've got just a handful of things that I want to use, but let's go in here. I'm going to show you where you can actually customize this. You just hit edit, then you can go in here. Everything with a check mark I have on. Okay, if I just toggle that check mark on, now it's going to show up in my actual quick settings. I don't need power settings, so I'll just turn it off. But that is something you might need to know because it is quick settings for a reason. There are going to be some settings that you want to access on the fly, and I'm going to show you which ones they might be. Because you can actually use multiple output as far as sound. That is so cool. I don't know how many other TVs will do this, but I do know Sony Bravia TVs do this. Check this out. Right now, it says Bluetooth device off because I'm not using it. OnePlus Buds Pro 2, Bravia Theater U, WH1000XM5. Then over here, you got your actual speakers, which would be the TV or audio system. Now, if I turn on my audio system, which is actually on, and what if I want to use my Sony WH1000XM5s? I'll go ahead and turn them on. And they are connected. You'll see a little, what is that, a cookie that shows up? What's that thing called, a little flash?
I don't know what they're called, to be
I
honest.
forget what that's called, but it says outputting via audio through the headphones. I'm gonna hit this menu button right here. It says it's outputting, right? But it's also outputting through the audio system. If I wanna switch that to the TV, now I have the TV speakers playing as well as the headphones. Then, just to prove to you that it works in conjunction with non-Sony headphones, I will turn these headphones off really quick. They're off. I'll open up these earbuds, which are the OnePlus earbuds. I'm just gonna put one in my ear. Now it says it's outputting through the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. I'll hit the button. That's on, so are the TV speakers. I can turn them off, or I could turn on the audio system, which is super clutch. Let me tell you why this is useful. Sometimes you're in the room with people that don't need it as loud or as low as you want it. Now you got dual output through your TV. But if you're gonna do dual output and all you have is the headphones or the earbuds, fine, so be it. Do you, boo-boo. But I'm telling you right now, you need to get your hands on and your ears on or around this Sony Bravia Theater U. Check out the video I did on this thing. It is awesome, okay? You gotta try this with that particular feature indeed. But since we're talking about sound, man, let's go into those quick settings again. Actually, not the quick settings. Let's go into the system settings, and we'll go into picture and sound because I want to talk to you about the actual sound of the TV, okay? We're using TV speakers right now. Most TV speakers suck. These are actually pretty good. What you think, Wilson?
They sounded pretty good to me too.
I'm getting low end, you get mid-tones, and you get highs. And when I say highs, I'm also talking about voices, dialogue. This thing excels with dialogue in two different ways. First of all, you got your surround sound, which you can have on, auto, or off. I keep it on because I don't really get surround sound because it's really coming from the TV, but this TV is a 75 inch, so it does spread out the sound and makes that sound field a little wider. But it's more of a sound boost than I'm hearing like sound effects rather. But you can change the level of the sound effect if you want to, from 0 to a 12. The dialogue enhancer. This is one way to increase your dialogue. I don't need it because this TV to me already has great dialogue presence with it at default at minimum. But if you want to, you can actually go into this. This is your 7-band equalizer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slide over here to the far right and adjust these two right here. If you raise them up, this will raise the treble or the high-end tones or the high-pitched tones in your movies or content, which is most likely going to be the voices and stuff that most people tend to not be able to hear. Maybe your hearing is damaged or something like that, and you can adjust it there. This side is going to be more of your low-end tones, so if you're not getting enough bass, adjust these two, probably these two right here, and even in this third one right here, but now you're starting to get into the mid-range. So you got your 5-band EQ or 7-band EQ there to actually equalize that sound that's coming from these TV speakers, which are super good. I could not believe how good they are. I normally don't listen to them because I have a sound system, whether it be a sound bar or a home theater setup. But for those of you who don't have one because you don't want one or just can't get one just yet, these TV speakers are going to be spot on for you, man. They're going to do you all right. Now, like I said, I'm trying to move fast. Raylan is being really good over here, even though my phone is not on vibrate. Let me just toggle that on vibrate. Going to my next feature I want to tell you about, which is the Google Watchlist. Wilson, how many times have you been out? Somebody told you, you need to watch this, or something come up in your feed and be like, man, I need to watch that, but you can't right now because you're busy. And then you try to remember. You go to the TV and you're like, what was that on? Was it on Netflix, Hulu, or whatever? You ever?
That happens a lot.
Okay, so now if you're logged into a Chrome account, what you can do is, let me go home, show you this. Go to your Chrome account. You add it to your watch list from your Chrome account, right? Or your Google device, and then you go into library. You can see all the stuff that I actually own, okay? I actually own this content right here, but if you go to watch list, this shows you all the stuff that you've been meaning to watch. And this is the clutch feature of this. It's not only here, but it doesn't matter what platform it's in. This is on Pluto TV. This is on Max. This is on Prime Video. And we go all the way to Showtime and Stars and stuff, right? So the clutch feature, or the reason why this is so clutch is because I don't have to go from app to app trying to figure out where that actual piece of content was. It's a time saver and an aggregator so you can find the content that you actually want to watch. So definitely check that feature out. Make sure you're logged into a Chrome account, and you can do that from your phone at any time, or wherever you are for that matter. All right, so let me see, there's more stuff. Wilson, there's more stuff. How are we doing on time?
13, almost 14.
That ain't that bad. You guys good? Go get a drink and come back. Because I got more stuff, man. Got more stuff. This is super nice. A lot of y'all gonna really appreciate this. Custom settings for each app. Check this out, bro. I'm gonna hit this. Let's hit the YouTube button. All right. We'll go into YouTube, see what kind of content I've been watching. I've been watching some OLED stuff, yada, yada, yada. But if I hit this little gear right here and I go into picture and sound, you're gonna see this. It says, okay, this is the content type I'm watching. I can go in here and kind of change this to gaming mode or PC or whatever. Let's just put it back to video and images, right? This is what I really want to talk to you about. Only adjust for the YouTube app. Boom. Once you turn that on, all these settings that let's go in the picture real quick, Wilson. I'll go in the picture. No matter what I do here, it only happens to the YouTube app or the Max app or the Netflix app or the Stars app. Dude, now you're not messing up your whole TV. And this is how I use that. So on Netflix and Amazon, it has Netflix and Amazon calibrated mode, which pretty much locks things down. And it's like the best settings for that because they have a relationship with Sony. But for the other stuff like YouTube and like Peacock and Hulu, right? Peacock, we watch sports like the Olympics. So we want it bright. We want that motion smoothness engaged. So we lock that in on Peacock. When we go to Hulu, we do not want those settings. We want movie settings, right? So we put it on like cinema, take that motion smoothness down a few notches, you know, mess with the gamma a little bit, and it's set for Hulu and then Peacock. What do you think about that, Wilson?
It's useful, very useful.
That way you're not jacking with your TV settings every time you watch a different app or a different show or whatever. It's all just right there. It's already locked in where you need it to be. Dude, I found that to be really useful. I don't think that actually exists on the Sony Bravia X90L, but hopefully with an update or something, that'll come to that. All right, check this out. This is how this works. So if I go here in this menu, I set it at max brightness, right? Now, if I have this on, right now, all the lights are on in the room. So it's allowing max brightness to actually be the max brightness of the TV, okay? But if I still have this on and I turn the lights in the room off, this is actually going to dim the TV. So you will not get max brightness out of the TV, even though you have max brightness engaged here. You can get max for what the ambient lighting will allow. I hope that makes sense for you guys. So while you're adjusting your settings, if you're wanting something with max brightness, make sure you toggle that ambient setting off. That way you can actually achieve max brightness even though you're in a dark room. Because as soon as you turn it on, it's gonna toggle down that max brightness just a little bit, even though you set it at max brightness. You getting that, Wilson? Did I do it right?
Yeah, I got you. I understand it.
I hope so. I hope you guys got it too, because I said that kind of fast, and I know it's pretty complicated for some people. Okay, guys, let's jump into the last thing I want to talk about, and that is PS Remote Play. Yes, it is actually on this TV, and hopefully it comes to the TVs such as the Bravia X90L as well. Get this app on your TV if you have your PlayStation located in a separate room from the TV. In my case, I have my PlayStation right here connected to my Bravia 7. But what if the PlayStation was in another room, in the garage, the bedroom, somewhere other than this TV? I can actually use PS Remote Play on this TV with a controller or whatever I'm gonna use, and I'll be playing on this TV via PS Remote Play as my PlayStation is in an entirely different room or another part of the country for all that matter. Is that not crazy or what? So Wilson, seriously, what do you think about that, man?
That's really access to your PlayStation anywhere, pretty much, huh?
Yeah, built into the TV. That's the clutch feature. Because now you're gonna. It's an app. It's built into the TV. You just download the app. Now you can use PS Remote Play in your PlayStation. Dude, you got a PlayStation, right?
No.
You don't have a PlayStation?
No.
What's wrong with you, man?
You don't pay me enough for it.
Sony, you got to hook my boy Wilson up with a PlayStation. Well, Sony and PlayStation, two different things, right?
No, well, Sony owns PlayStation.
Yeah, but they kind of act different. They be on some different stuff. Anyways, man, if you had a PlayStation at your house, right? All I need to do is log in on your PlayStation and I can play your stuff right here. That's what I'm saying. PS Remote Play. That's freaking cool. That's pretty cool. Either way, I'm not an expert in this kind of stuff. I want to give everybody, join in with me. Everybody give Raylan a round of applause for being a good puppy throughout the duration of this video. And it could possibly be because he has the itis. He just ate lunch and his belly is full. So, man, you think that's why he was good?
Maybe.
Maybe he's sleepy. All right, man, y'all get out of my living room. I'll see y'all when I see you.